Well, let's go back to roller skating. It was all the rage back in the 80s, and now it's made a comeback. Decades later, roller skating's become the talk of the town in this lockdown. Now, I'm joined now by Megan Pate, who's the co-founder of Roller Bay. Good afternoon, Megan. What actually is Roller Bay?
So Roller Bay is this, I would say, cute peach pink caravan that sits down on St Kilda foreshore. So you can come rent roller skates and I guess live your kind of Miami Beach best life going up and down the St Kilda foreshore.
So when did you notice roller skating coming back into popularity here in Melbourne?
So I think the roller skating community has been around for a very long time. It's quite big here actually, with lots of community groups that support it. But we personally noticed it maybe about 3 years ago after seeing people roller skate at a fun event. And then my girlfriend and I were like, that looks really, really fun. So I guess a summer of skating followed, and then Roller Bay was born.
And so how did things change for you during the pandemic?
I guess we've been closed down for most of it. One of the great things about skating, though, is it is something that you can do by yourself. There's lots of great communities out there. There's heaps of how-to content online. It's what we find most people kind of talk about is it gives people this feeling of escapism and freedom. So, it's really nice to do by yourself or with another friend.
So I've heard there's a worldwide shortage of skates. Has that been the case here in Australia?
It has been, yes, especially during the last lockdown. Fortunately, though, we do have quite a lot on our website, and on our caravan when we're open to rent again, we have over 100 pairs. So there's lots of skates to go around.
What do you think is people's motivation for taking up roller skating? Is it because it's a good physical exercise, or is it because it looks cute?
It's probably a combination. I know for us it was definitely that feeling of freedom that kind of connected you to your inner child, and it was just fun. You kind of don't take things too seriously. You might fall over here and there. But it's also a really great skill set to really work on. And if you're that way inclined, you can learn to do fun like spins and tricks. And if you're great at dancing, you can definitely, start to dance on skates as well.
I mean, when I was a teenager, and we won't say how long ago that was, Megan, roller skating was in then, and it sort of went away again. So I'm wondering whether the people who are doing most of the roller skating, in what you're seeing, are they older people who are doing what they did in their youth, or is it younger people who are discovering it for the first time?
I think it's a combination. I think for us personally, we maybe did it as kids. And then we've refound the love of it. So it definitely has that nostalgic element. However, I think there's such a broad spectrum of people roller skating. You get young girls and boys to people who are 40s, 50s, 60s. And I think that's kind of something that really appeals to people with the inclusive nature of skating.
Is it very hard to learn?
It's not. You just need to push through, I guess, the first kind of 15, 20 minutes of feeling a little bit like a Bambi. It's always really great to watch some how-to videos and take safety quite seriously. I find even, just wearing the protective gear, falling properly, it really helps build your confidence.
What are the most common injuries with roller skaters?
Well, we've been really lucky. We haven't had much injuries. I would say, just some scraped knees and the likes. I think learning how to fall properly is really, really important, because if you just fall forward, down, hands out, you've got your wrist guards and your knee pads, you're fine. I think when people probably try and go a little bit too hard too soon, they might end up with a sore bottom.
Where do you think in Melbourne are the best places to roller skate?
There's a huge group and I guess skate community that go down to Princess Pier, which is really, really nice. In St Kilda, we love going down to Peanut Farm courts. They're really nice, smooth, they're great to skate on. And then, of course, you cannot beat a foreshore skate. We spend lots of summers skating around St Kilda, grabbing an ice cream, a bite to eat, and just enjoying the sunshine.
Look, I just love the look of it as much as the whole idea of it. I don't know how I'd be actually on it. If someone wanted to take up roller skating, is roller skates available? I mean, we spoke about the shortage a moment ago. If you could get your hands on them, what do they cost?
So entry pairs from, the types that we stock on our website at Roller Bay are around $150. And then depending on how seriously you're taking it and if you want to kind of get a more advanced pair, skates such as Moxies kind of hit up to the $500 to $600.
Good heavens. Is that a fashion thing? Is that if they're fancy ones? What are they, pink or something?
I think it's more to do with the fact of how they're made. They're all made in America. I think it's kind of a handmade process. The bearings, because they are still sports equipment, and a lot of people, they take them to skate parks, and they need to ensure that they're really supported to be able to do the types of things that they want to.
And what about yourself? How much of your day do you spend on wheels?
Over the peak of summer, we can spend upwards of 6 to 8 hours a day on skates, which is great for incidental exercise. You don't even realise that you're doing it, but you're just having too much fun.
Oh, I think it's fantastic. Thank you so much for your time today. Megan Pate there, the co-founder of Rollerbae, and you can find them at Rollerbae. It's ROLLABAE, rollerbae.com.